What's up, guys? And welcome to Discussions with Yiangie. I'm John.
And I'm Angie. And today we have episode 12 for you guys.
We have a new episode, guys. That is what topic, babe?
Today's topic is actually going to be something is actually something I'm very, very excited about. And that is Wicked. So if you guys know, Wicked is started off as a Broadway musical about the witches Glinda and Elphaba from Wizard of Oz. And they are making a movie adaptation of it with one of my favorites. And if you guys are on YouTube, you can actually see I'm actually wearing her on my shirt. Ariana Grande as Glinda. And then Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. And guys, super excited. We actually got tickets to go see it on
Her
release
birthday.
date, which is my birthday, November 22nd. Super excited.
It was supposed to be a surprise, but I knew that this girl would not be able to contain, and she would have been guilt tripping me if she did not know by now that I did not take her to see the movie.
Okay, so Wicked. We got tickets for my birthday. Super excited.
Your boy got them.
Yes. Okay, so you not knowing too much about this. Have you ever seen Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, with you. Once. Yeah, remember that one time?
Yeah. So you not being too much into like
The whole franchise?
the whole franchise, and you watching like all the interviews and the premiere, what is your opinion on the franchise?
I feel like I can relate to it because it's a musical, and you know me in music. Like, the fact that they can sing like no other franchise, like, you know, like they don't lip sync.
Yeah.
That is something that I did not know until you told me.
Yeah.
So that is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the whole character, even though I haven't seen the actual Broadway one and I haven't seen the new one yet, there's going to be like surprises that I see, but I feel like by the stories that I see on YouTube and like the clips that we see and the way that they describe themselves and everything, just like every single character, not just Glinda and the other one that I can't pronounce.
Elphaba?
Yeah. They both and them all are just like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like very intriguing.
Yeah. And I feel like the promotion for this Wicked is next level. Like, you have Starbucks doing drinks, you have Walmart and all these places doing
Universal
doing like merch and promotional stuff. And you also have, Ariana Grande's REM having the Wicked. I know there's OPI Nail Polish who also had a Wicked collection. Like, they're just all over the place with promotion. And that's really big, right?
Yeah.
And going back to what Yan said for like the...
But what is your true like opinion, like not just what they're doing, but like how do you feel? Like, what's your emotion towards it? Like, what do you feel when somebody asks you about the question of like Wicked, like the franchise, like just in the whole thing? My bad.
Like from the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, I think, to be honest, I'm super excited. I've been a fan of The Wizard of Oz. I never really watched the Broadway musical of Wicked, so I didn't know much about them beyond like what we're showing in, like what we're shown in Wizard of Oz. But I remember since I was young, I had like a VHS of like the first ever color version.
Yeah.
So like it was like one of the first videos that were, or movies that were transitioned from black and white to color. I had like one of the first versions that for some reason someone like threw it out, and I'm like, and like it was in the lobby. You remember where I used to live? In the lobby there was like a box of movies, and someone had thrown it out there, and I brought it home and I watched it, and I was hooked automatically. So being able to see it, like the story behind two of like the biggest characters, I should say, in the Wizard of Oz movie, I'm so excited. Not to mention, huge fan of Ariana Grande, and I know that she's been so like obsessed with this movie. I mean, she even has a song called the popular song, right? Which is one of the, like, it's kind of like her own take of the actual song Popular from the Wicked. So I'm just super excited. And also going back to what you said with like the real singing as opposed to like lip singing from like the soundtrack, that I feel like that's so important in a movie, because it actually makes you hear like the emotion that they're going through at the time of recording. The only other movie I've ever heard of them doing that is Sweeney Todd.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So, what are you most looking forward to when you watch this movie? Like, as somebody that's been so intrigued with this for such a young age.
I feel like the thing I'm like more excited to, like, or looking forward to for this movie is probably learning about like the characters, because from like all the promotion that we've seen, Galinda and Elphaba were friends, right? Like they didn't get along, then they became friends, then I don't know, something happened and they kind of don't become friends anymore again for like Wizard of Oz. So I'm kind of excited to see what goes on, like what went on behind the scenes to have that happen again. You know?
Yeah. So for me, I'm looking forward to seeing just the story behind these two great characters that this movie and this franchise has like evolved and refocused on their story and what it brings to a new generation, and how impactful it's been even without this new movie coming out.
Yeah.
Like the rebirth of this franchise.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm looking forward to the most. Pretty much talked about the sound, music without voice.
Yeah.
But what song out of the tracks are you most looking forward to hearing? And like when you see that in theater for the first time, you're gonna be like, oh my god, and you're just gonna,
I feel like I'm gonna leave that movie theater in tears. But the songs, I'm probably gonna be more like I think there's two that I'm gonna be like more interested in hearing, and that's because we've heard like snippets of it. Is Popular. One, because I was a fan of Popular Song by Ariana Grande, so to be able to hear like the original, obviously I have heard it from Kristen Chenoweth, like the original Galinda, so I know what it sounds like. But to hear Ariana's like spin on it, because we watched the premiere and Kristen, she said like that Ariana Grande was able to put her own spin but still keep it very much in character. So I'm excited to hear that, and Defying Gravity. Those are the two songs that I'm so interested in hearing.
all right, guys. So we also watched the premiere on YouTube not too long ago. So we're going to be discussing about that, and I want to you go first to see what you thought about the premiere, like the event, how they organized it, like not just like the franchise, but like the organization, where it was, how what you like about it, what you would have changed, who, like, the interviewers, like, everything, like, the focus and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we watched this movie, what was it, like 6-9 hours late?
Yeah.
Because we had no idea, or at least I had no idea it was going on.
I was just going on YouTube and just scrolling, and then...
Yeah, and then we see it there. But it was the...
She almost had a heart attack, guys. She's like, oh my God.
Yeah, and almost skipped it. And I was like, oh, heck no. You cannot skip it. No, but yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, so we saw it like 9 hours later.
6.
6 hours?
Yeah.
So it was the LA premiere that we had seen. Because I know they did one in Sydney, in Australia, like...
Before.
Yeah, like a few days before.
But that one's not on YouTube.
I don't think so.
Okay.
And this one, like, I knew they were doing a premiere in LA because I had seen, or I knew they were doing, like, yeah, in LA because I had seen pictures on Instagram. I had seen some TikToks and some Reels. So I knew there was, like...
And you thought it was tomorrow that they were going to do it. Because you said the 11th.
No, I think there's something else going on.
Okay. So that was different.
Yeah, I think it's something else. It was like listening to the soundtrack or something.
Yeah, I'm just listening
like
on thoughts, so keep...
Yeah, I think that's like on the 13th. But yeah, so we watched it, and first of all, I'm a little upset that we weren't able to go. But we honestly didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And
we didn't get invited, so...
we didn't get invited. And also, we're not in LA. That'd be quite far to go. But I thought it was absolutely amazing. Everyone was, like, so well dressed. And I feel like everything was, like, amazing. Like, I thought the interviews were great. I think they asked, like, really great questions for the actors as well as, like, the special guests that were there. It was really nice to see, like, all the the celebrities and the content creators and all of those people, like, show up to support. A lot of them friends of Ariana and Cynthia.
Yeah.
Plus, I gotta say, Cynthia's nails looked amazing.
Yeah, they showed them
in the live stream that we were watching, and wow, they were amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. I thought that the whole set looked absolutely amazing. Like, I like how they had, like, the background with, like, all their pictures, and yeah.
What would you have changed a little, if anything, from the event that you watched?
I don't really think there's anything that I would change. I mean...
Just location.
Yeah, just the location. Do one in Toronto, and I'll be there. No, but yeah, I wouldn't have changed anything. It was absolutely amazing. I had a great time. I like the little, like, the trailer and the little snippets that was there, that they showed during the premiere.
Alright, so for me, I think I liked everything. I think it was a late time that we were watching it because it was really early when we were watching it. But yeah, the only thing that I would say is I kind of I wasn't enjoying it too much, maybe because of the interviewers. I don't know, because it wasn't my vibe or something, to be honest. I felt like the guy was a little bit too over extra for me. So maybe because he is like that, like a fan of the show and the franchise and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I would have changed. So get me somebody else. But other than that, he did pretty good. I'm not saying that was bad or anything. I'm just,
Yeah.
So that's pretty much my take. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I fell asleep because I was hell tired, but I watched most of it.
You fell asleep?
A little bit, no? You're like, hey, your eyes, remember?
That was only like 2 seconds though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm just really excited about this movie. I'm a huge theater person. I went to a Broadway summer camp, so like I'm so into like theater.
Arts.
arts, yeah, anything like that. I even took vocal lessons that are like for theater. So like that's something that's always been interesting to me. I've never gone to like an actual like Broadway musical. That's on my bucket list though. But yeah, I'm a huge theater kid, and I'm so excited, so excited to see Wicked.
And not only that, but your girl is also auditioning for roles, guys. So that's something you guys haven't heard or seen yet. So keep your ears and eyes open for the near future for her.
Yeah.
With that being said, is there anything else you want to add?
I think that is it for Wicked, like for our topic of this video, of this podcast, episode.
Yeah.
So now I think it's time to get into our segment.
Of?
Oh, before we do that, I actually wanted to let you guys know to comment down below if you're excited for Wicked, if you've been to the original Broadway or even the new, like the ones that they're still doing. Let us know down below. Let us know who's your favorite, Galinda or Elphaba, if you do know about them. And yeah. So, with that being said, let's transition over to our segment of Am I the A-Hole? We have only one this episode. I think from now on we're just going to be doing one because it's a lot of Am I the A-Holes to go over for it to be two, and some of them do get deleted.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stick with one per episode moving forward. So, this one, you ready?
Yeah.
So, am I the a-hole for calling my girlfriend childish and telling her to leave after she intentionally destroyed a gift that I got for my little sister?
So the sister destroyed?
No, the girlfriend destroyed the sister's gift that the person who wrote this got her.
For the sister.
For the sister. Okay, so...
So the girlfriend's confessing.
No, the
sister.
No, the boyfriend.
The boyfriend.
And the brother. So the one who got the sister the gift and the boyfriend of the...
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So, it says here, my girlfriend Megan and I stayed together. So they were living together. She had a fight with her parents and asked if we could move in together, so we did. Not too long ago, I had to take my little sister in. I can't disclose much except the fact that I was her only option. When we had the talk about me having to take my sister in, Megan did not like the idea. She told me that I was too young to have such a responsibility, what will happen when we get married and have our own kids, our place was too small, etc. But didn't outright say she had an issue with it. Okay. I obviously couldn't turn my back on my sister, so I went ahead with it despite her reservations. Although my sister has always been friendly to Megan from the moment she met her, Megan is always just indifferent. And it sucks because my sister really admires her and enjoys talking to her. I just thought maybe they don't connect because of my sister's age. So the sister, from what I read, like lower down, the sister's 11.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's saying that's what the disconnect is. Mm-hmm. A month ago, I bought my sister a Switch. She has always wanted one and all her friends have it. I figured she deserved it as she does well at school, helps with chores, and is generally a well-behaved kid. She loved it and she has been taking good care of it. Megan wasn't happy when I bought it. She actually sulked. She would borrow the Switch incessantly, and my sister would not say no because she was afraid to. But Megan would use it so much that it felt like it belonged to her. So the girlfriend would use it, and it seemed like the Switch was the girlfriend's, not the sister's.
Okay.
My sister never said anything. She would just patiently wait for her turn. Sometimes Megan would use it even when my sister was at school, saying that she gets bored when I'm at work. All this made me uncomfortable, so I asked her to please tone down on the Switch as it's unfair on my sister. It was her gift. Megan agreed, although it was clear that she was upset. She gave us the silent treatment for the rest of the night. Last week, when I came back from picking up my sister from school after work, we found her Switch broken. And that's putting it lightly. It looked like it was deliberately smashed.
Oh, shit.
My sister was distraught. When I asked Megan what the F happened, she told us that she accidentally dropped it and it broke. It was obvious that she was lying, and when I pointed that out, and all the other times where she seemed to have an issue with an 11-year-old for no reason, she got annoyed and told me that everything was fine until my sister moved in. I called her childish and asked her to please pack her bags and go back to her parents' house because I need space and time to think. This only made her more annoyed, but she eventually left. Her best friend texted me last night to tell me that I was an a-hole for kicking Megan out because on top of everything else, I know how rocky her relationship with her parents are. Does this make me an a-hole?
Oh my god, what an interesting story.
It's a lot to unpack there.
Holy. The boyfriend's the a-hole? Is that what he's asking?
He's asking, yeah, the boyfriend is asking if he's the a-hole for kicking out his girlfriend.
That's his sister.
Yeah.
I think depending on who's who and who's good, I feel like the intent of the girlfriend wasn't nice or genuine. I feel like she was jealous and she wanted the attention. She felt like she was fighting with an 11-year-old?
11-year-old.
For attention, which I'm assuming she's in her teens or, you know?
She must be like at least in her, late teens, early 20s probably.
Yeah, so I can't really judge on that, but I can judge on how the story was just being portrayed, and I feel like yes and no, because we don't know like her side, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what we know, it sounds like it.
Yeah. So I would probably say that the guy writing this is not the a-hole. I was reading a few of the comments on Reddit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were saying that maybe she was by the sounds of it, it didn't sound like she had a job or she wasn't in like school or anything, because if she was playing on it all day, then, you know, clearly she's not in school or not at work. So everyone's like, maybe the issue she was having with her parents was that her parents were telling her to go back to school or to get a job.
Maybe.
Stuff like that.
That seems like makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, like Jan said, we don't know her side of the story, but I don't think he's an a-hole. One, he bought the gift for his sister.
Two, what are you touching other people's gift?
Yeah. Like, the girlfriend was literally playing on the Switch more than the sister was, and it's the sister's Switch. And the poor girl, she's only 11, right? So she's probably gonna feel like uncomfortable telling her like, no, or that's my Switch, can I play with it? And then you just wait your turn, right? So I don't think the guy writing is the a-hole.
Yeah, so guys, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? She the a-hole? Is he the a-hole? Is the 11-year-old?
And I don't think the 11-year-old's the a-hole. She seems like a really nice kid.
I'm just joking, guys. Alright, guys, comment down below what you guys think. Rate this podcast if you are on the Audible podcast streaming digitals, and make sure to give us a rate, make sure to give us a follow, make sure to
give us a thumbs up,
and subscribe to the channel if you are viewing us on YouTube, if you have never seen our faces before. And with that being said, I'm John.
And I'm Angie.
And this is
Discussions with Yiangie.
Discussions with Yiangie. Until then.
Bye.